Imagine a fighter jet so fast that it could chase a hypersonic missile, a jet that could fly high enough to almost leave the atmosphere, a jet with the ability to detect, track, and destroy not just aircraft, but even satellites in orbit. This is not science fiction. This is the rumored Russian MiG-41, the aircraft that might redefine the future of air defense. The MiG-41, also known under the secretive Russian program called PAK DP, is expected to replace the legendary MiG-31 Foxhound, an aircraft already feared for its speed and interception capabilities. Russia has always been obsessed with air interception power. Protecting its massive airspace, which stretches across almost the entire northern hemisphere, has always been a top priority. And now Russia wants something far more advanced, an interceptor that no enemy aircraft or missile can escape from. What makes the MiG-41 so special? Let's start with speed. Reports and unofficial design leaks suggest that the MiG-41 could reach speeds between Mach 4 and Mach 5. That means over 6,000 kilometers per hour, faster than any current fighter jet on Earth. Even the famous SR-71 Blackbird, which could reach Mach 3.2, would appear slow in comparison. At Mach 5, the MiG-41 could cross a distance like New York to Los Angeles in around 25 minutes. That is beyond imagination and beyond anything currently in service. At such extreme velocities, ordinary jet engines simply cannot operate. That's why experts believe the MiG-41 may incorporate advanced turboramjet technology or a hybrid propulsion system capable of functioning in near-space environments. The aircraft would likely use one type of engine at lower altitudes and another. When it transitions to ultra-high-speed flight in the upper atmosphere, this ability gives it access to what is called suborbital flight, where the aircraft could perform missions above 30,000 to 45,000 meters, higher than most modern missiles can even reach. So, what kind of missions would demand this extraordinary speed and altitude? The answer lies in the threats modern militaries face today. Nations are developing hypersonic missiles, stealthy bombers, and long-range drones that can slip through radar networks. The MiG-41 is believed to be designed specifically to intercept hypersonic weapons, something no interceptor in the world is currently capable of doing. Hypersonic missiles travel extremely fast, change their flight path mid-air, and require almost instant reaction to stop them. The MiG-41 would rise into the upper atmosphere, match their velocity, and destroy them before they reach their targets. This makes the MiG-41 not just an aircraft, but a shield, a final defensive line that protects national borders from catastrophic strikes. Another rumored capability is anti-satellite warfare. Modern militaries heavily rely on satellites for communication, navigation, and surveillance. If the MiG-41 can fire anti-satellite missiles into orbit, it becomes a strategic weapon that can blind enemy forces during a conflict. Imagine a jet that could disrupt GPS networks, disable spy satellites, and cut off global positioning systems used by enemy missiles and aircraft. In modern warfare, that could change everything. And then there's stealth. Unlike older Russian interceptors, the MiG-41 aims for a futuristic, radar-evading design. It may not look like typical stealth fighters, such as the F-22 Raptor or F-35 Lightning II, but it would likely use a reduced radar cross-section, smooth and angular airframe, and advanced radar-absorbent materials. It won't be invisible, but it will be hard to detect and extremely hard to lock onto, especially when moving at hypersonic speed. Weapons on board could include next-generation, long-range air-to-air missiles, such as successors to the powerful R-37. These missiles already have a range of nearly 400 kilometers. A future version could easily exceed that distance. There are also rumors of laser-based weapons being tested. If implemented, they could be used to destroy enemy warheads or disable sensors in close engagement at the speed of light. The MiG-41 could also feature internal weapons bays to maintain stealth and aerodynamic performance. Technology doesn't stop at weapons. The MiG-41 cockpit could be one of the most advanced ever made. Pilots may wear next-generation helmets with augmented reality displays showing real-time data, targets, and guidance information. Artificial intelligence could analyze threats and support the pilot in split-second decision-making. In extreme circumstances, the aircraft could potentially operate without a pilot at all, flying autonomously if necessary. An unmanned version would allow the aircraft to take greater risks, perform longer missions, and push the limits of speed and altitude without worrying about human survival. Speaking of survival, flying at Mach 5 inside the upper atmosphere is extremely dangerous. The airframe must withstand enormous pressure and heat generated by friction. Special composite materials and thermal-resistant structures will be essential. Engineers may even incorporate cooling systems similar to those used in space shuttles and orbital vehicles. This aircraft is literally on the edge of aerospace engineering. As incredible as the MiG-41 sounds, many details remain secret. Much of the information available is based on interviews with Russian officials, defense industry leaks, and predictions by aerospace analysts. Russia keeps the project under high confidentiality due to its strategic importance. What is certain is that the design work has been underway for years at the Mikoyan Design Bureau, the same team responsible for iconic aircraft like the MiG-29, MiG-25, and MiG-31. History of producing some of the fastest jets ever. Built gives credibility to the idea that the MiG-41 could become a reality. Plan hints that the first prototype could appear by the late 2020s or early 2030s, depending on funding, technology readiness, and global geopolitical situations. Full operational service might begin sometime around the mid-2030s. That timeline positions the MiG-41 as a jet for future wars, possibly involving dominance in space, hypersonic combat, and heavy electronic warfare. The global impact of the MiG-41 could be massive. If Russia truly develops a hypersonic interceptor capable of destroying satellites and hypersonic missiles, other nations will respond rapidly. The United States, China, and European countries may accelerate their own aerospace defense programs to match or surpass these abilities. A new arms race in high-speed atmospheric warfare could begin, a battle not fought within the clouds, but between the edge of Earth and outer space. Critics argue that the MiG-41 project may be too expensive or too complex to ever reach full deployment. Developing a completely new propulsion system, stealth materials, and space-capable weaponry requires massive budgets. Russia's economy has faced challenges in recent years, and funding such a project could become a major struggle. But military history shows that whenever there is a strategic threat, powerful nations find a way to overcome financial obstacles. The Soviet Union once built spacecraft and groundbreaking jets during tougher times. Russia could do it again. Supporters of the program believe that the MiG-41 is necessary for maintaining national security in the future. As advanced hypersonic missiles are deployed worldwide, an interceptor with ordinary performance will not be enough. Only a machine that operates on the edge of space with unparalleled speed can protect a nation the size of Russia. Thanks for WSG.